good morning to you, James, on a Saturday. Jamie Kelwick's the other side of me,
Hello.
looking through this week's films, and the next one is Allied. Is it all about the story of Allied carpets?
I wish it was. It'd probably been a bit more interesting.
So it's Jamie Kelwick. This is not an interesting film, then, by the sound of it.
Well, to me, it should be. It should be. It's set in 1942. It's set in North Africa, basically, where there's a female resistance, French resistance agent, played by Marion Cotillard, and she... basically, they send a Canadian spy over to join her, played by Mr. Bradley Pitts himself. So two very beautiful people, as you'd expect in one of these type of movies. And they're in there to infiltrate the German occupation of Morocco. And they're there to basically assassinate the ambassador, the German Nazi ambassador for there. So it's all about them two coming together. They're pretending to be husband and wife, and of course they fall in love. So after they've completed the mission, they ended up going back to Britain, and he ends up living with him in London. They have a family, and it's revealed a year or so later that they actually think V-Section, which I've never actually heard of before, V-Section, which is the investigative section of the army, actually thinks she's a German spy. So he's trying to prove that she isn't. And to be honest, it should have been really good. You'd expect a lot, because it's from the director Robert Zemeckis, who made like Forrest Gump and the Back to the Future series and things like that. A fantastic director, a really good partners in the cast, really good chemistry, but it's just incredibly predictable. It's extremely cheesy, because there's scenes in it where you just go, oh, I can't believe they're doing that. It's just so. Because if I tell you what these cheesy scenes are, I will spoil it a little bit. But I expected a lot more from this. I expected to be, like really hard going, proper war movie. Basically, at the end of the day, I mean, there's a scene where like they stood out in the garden, they're watching like the Blitz going on. And a plane gets shot down and just happens to head for their house. You're just thinking, this is just so over the top. One plane gets shot down and it happens to head for their house. They have their baby in the middle of the Blitz, so they actually another air raid, and they have to have it on the street, and it's all in slow motion and everything. It's just overly dramatic, really cheesily done, and I just expected so much more from it. I was tempted to give it 1 star, but I'm only going to give it 2 stars because I think the key performances from the 2 stars are really good, and they deserve a lot better. The end scene for me is so cringeworthy. I felt like just getting up and walking out. It was that bad. It was so.
I can tell how bad it is because you're wagging your finger.
I know.
You're a teacher. You're a college lecturer. And you're doing your teacher fingers now, aren't you?
I am. I was so disappointed. I expected so much more from this, with the stars in it, with Robert Zemeckis directing. So if you're looking for a really good war movie, don't bother with this one.